Inventory turnover and days sales in inventory. The following information for Ryder Company. Use the above information to compute inventory turnover for 2010 and 2011. That's really the information below right here. And it's days sales in inventory at December 31, 2010 and 2011. Use 365 days a year. Do not round intermediate calculations. Round your answer to one decimal place. So we have the cost of goods sold and the ending inventory for 2009, 2010, and 2011. If we want the 2010 inventory, then we start with the $416,650, which is the cost of goods sold for 2010, and we divide that by the average inventory for 2010, which will be the 92,500, which is the end of 2009, and it's the same thing as the beginning of 2010. So the beginning of 2010 plus the end of 2010 divided by 2, and all of that divided into 416,650 gives us a 2010 inventory turnover of 4.6 times. Do the same thing for 2011. You take the 2011 cost of goods sold of $633,825 and you divide that by the average inventory for 2011, which will be the 2010 ending inventory, which is the same thing as the beginning of 2011. So with the beginning of 2011 plus the end of 2011, add together, divide by 2, that's the average. Divide that into the cost of goods sold for 2011, and you get an inventory turnover of 6.8 times, which looks like inventory turnover is getting better because it's getting higher. Now let's look at the days sales in inventory. The days sales inventory for 2010 will be the 2010 ending inventory divided by the cost of goods sold for 2010, which is $416,650. That number, whatever you divide that into, that will give times the 365 days, will give you a 76.9 days, which means if we didn't have any more inventory coming in right now, our inventory would last another 76 or 77 days for 2010. 2011, you take the 2011 ending inventory and you divide that by the cost of goods sold, multiply this calculation by 365, and it looks like you got 56.1 days. Now you can't really say whether things are getting better or worse. There's a sweet spot for days sales inventory. If you have too little days in inventory, you're going to lose sales. If you have too many days inventory, you're going to probably polish the inventory. You got too much inventory. For example, I believe car dealers like to have around an 80-day supply of cars on average. So I'm not sure what this company's industry is in. They don't tell us, so we don't know whether these numbers are getting better or getting worse, but they are changing a little bit.